And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go from L.A. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Running with Walker again. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. It's complete. Play made by Cup. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 27 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of him.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. He takes it himself. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 12 there, and it sets up Seattle with first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. It's him on the end route. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
What are you doing?
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They motion the tight end over. From the red zone now. Finds Cup once more. It's a Seattle touchdown! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Blake Corum now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Got a man. That's Nakua. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and long now for Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They take the handoff now, Stafford. That's over the middle and money to Nakua. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Straight ahead with Williams. And a nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
On second down, a run with Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams, first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Motion. Reset.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Stafford now on third down. That one connects. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Going forward, it's Williams. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Working near his goal line. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Well, it was not that long ago, Brock, that linebacker on a running back was a mismatch that you wanted. That is no longer the case, as he's comfortably there to tip that away.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, because back in the day, those linebackers were 240, 250, sometimes 260 pounds. And it's such a disadvantage in space, but that's not the case anymore. These guys, well, most of them can really run.
2nd and 10, Darnold. That's Cup on the slant. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Connection made to Shaheed. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now Darnold on to play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Toss play. This is Walker. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Darnold. Throw is caught, and he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Seahawks with an early lead. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. To throw, here's Darnold. He has the first over the middle, and he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9, and it sets up Seattle with first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Walker on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying with Walker. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seattle.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They give up the gut to Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion Smith left. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They send Nakua in motion left. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 1st down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Stafford back to throw. Catch me to the right side by Nakua. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Play action now for Stafford. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stafford throwing again. This one's caught. Smith has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They'll motion Smith left. Give to Williams from the gun. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing is Stafford on third. He's running for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. Trying for it with Stafford. Monfield makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Williams now on 1st and 10. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Rick Willis.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. It's an LA touchdown. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game.
Rams 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Donald with a quick pass out wide. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Now Darnold. This one's caught. And it looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of a yard. First down, Seattle.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play fake, Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Donald with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Seahawks, who have 2nd and 4. Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, their touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
Rams 7.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Woo!
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Stafford from the gun. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, well, those are welcome bonus yards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Space past the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
First down, Seattle.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And it's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout.
It's a gain of 10.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
A gain of 12. And
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
All right, here we go.
Come on, this is ridiculous.
Show what you got. Quick work, boy. Quick work, boy.
Let's make a play, boys. Come on.
Play, boys.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit.
42-yard
This, 42 yards from the right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Take that. Thank you.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Complete out to the right. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw here, Stafford. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford on the quick slant. It finds Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll motion Smith left. They'll run here following the penalty. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Sending a receiver left.
Be ready, be ready.
Throwing from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Adams, complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Stafford now. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Stafford. Has it down close. Touchdown, LA. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point attempt coming up.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams get it back to within 6.
20. Rams 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The give now to Walker. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Hits him on the in route. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Completed over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks go up by 12.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Darnold and the Seahawks getting set to try for 2.
The Seahawks.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Corum now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That's caught by Williams. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
A gain of 2.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now for Stafford. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
What a waste of time.
The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Play fake, Darnold. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
1st down, ball at the 36. Now Stafford to throw. Screen here for Williams. Crashes through a tackle. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stafford back to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To throw, Stafford. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
31-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now. They need 7. Up the gut they go with Williams. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Working way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now within one score in the fourth. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They'll set up here for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams trim the deficit down to 5.
26. Rams 21.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the carry, it's Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, and they go right back to it. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Throw left side cut by Shaheed. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Walker on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the Rams' 20-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Cut near the goal line. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, It's, what, a two-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
33. Rams 21. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
They've got first down from the 31. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's going deep! And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Adams. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the
Yeah, these in cuts
line.
maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
That's caught by Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. Stafford throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
It's Stafford once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. They put Adams in motion left. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now within 1 score in the 4th. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Joshua
Setting up to try the point
on
after.
for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams trim the deficit down to 5.
33. Rams 28.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
First call here coming from the shotgun. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
21-yard line.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. A throw right side, finds Cup. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. And again, it's Darnold. This one's caught. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Seattle.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
1st and 10. Darnold finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Seahawks.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Darnold now to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. And it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Darnold. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
40, Rams 28. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams down by 12. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford back to throw. He's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Stafford again. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes second and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Stafford's going to throw once more. It's complete to Higbee. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
First down throw here for Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
It's Stafford once more. That's caught by Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Off to Walker from the gun. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.